Conference of Presidents, as you know, the Thursday before the session, so one cannot at this stage anticipate any other decisions. However, the conditions which you raised are properly registered. The report is still down for the May agenda, and we will do everything we can to ensure that it remains in that position.
Dziękuję bardzo. Przechodzimy do punktu 7. Petycja 598 przez 2007. Bardzo proszę, 5 minut autor petycji.
On behalf of the Western Gardens Residents Association and the Ross Residents Alliance, I'm delighted to be here today. Indeed, my very coming here today had an immediate and positive effect on my community and the Ross members of our delegation. Last week, the Limerick City Council heard that I was going to address the European Parliament's Committee on Petitions. The rubbish that had lain on the green since before Christmas was collected, and the rats that lived on the rubbish were baited for. This was the first time in our 8 years of complaining about rat infestations that this was done. The pest control contractor that baited the gardens told me that his orders had come from the top. A cleansing crew was also sent to clean the Boreen. The last time a cleansing crew attended to our area was in April 2008, when we participated in Untashka's National Spring Clean. We regularly clean the Boreen ourselves. I spoke to one of the crew members who informed me that they were short-staffed and that people weren't being replaced when they retired, and that most of their staff that were left were over 55 years of age. He apologised for not being able to attend to our area more often. Tommy Daly of the Ross Residents Alliance had his square cleaned when Limerick City Council and the North Side Regeneration Agency heard that he would be part of our delegation. 2 days ago, Mark Franklin of the Ross Residents Alliance had receipts and correspondence that he had requested from the Limerick City Council provided to him immediately. Initially, our council had refused until Mark informed him that he was going to be part of our delegation. Now, the response of the Irish authorities to our petition would be laughable if it wasn't so serious. Limerick City Council's claim that there is a waste collector with a small truck that could collect our domestic waste regularly is false. I have continuously raised this issue with Limerick City Council and never once have they provided me with the name of such a collector. Why didn't our council provide us with the name of this waste management company when they were informing the Commission of its existence in February 2008? All of our residents have wheelie bins. If you want to avail of a waste collection service, we have to leave our bins in the neighbouring estate where they have been stolen and burnt out in the past. Only one of our residents can avail of this service, but she has to wait at her bin as it is collected. She is retired and has to wait to see if the truck arriving on Carina Avenue before disposing of the rubbish. And this truck could arrive any time between 6:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock. The rest of us, we have to work, we've got school runs and college to attend to. We can't wait for bins to be delivered to us. I was very disappointed with the Commission's acceptance of the Irish authorities' response. It was akin to a school bully being vindicated. It was like a teacher intervening and asking to hear both sides of the situation. And when you heard the crying child, oh, the bully was stealing my money, and asked the bully what happened. No, I just bumped off and he dropped his money. Fine, so carry on. That's all about it. Like I said, we don't have a waste collection. Indeed, we've had public health inspectors reports done continuously on a monthly basis, which have been ignored. Now, I can't get copies of these reports, and I'm hoping perhaps maybe the Commission here can. Since the committee had come to see our area, the goalposts have been moved, and the whole situation has now changed. Our little state has been brought into what is known as regeneration, and our government have established regeneration agencies in the area. So now we are part of a bigger area that includes Ross, South Hill, St Mary's Park, and Balmacra Weston, the neighbouring estate across from us. Antisocial behaviour and illegal dumping are rife in these areas, and they are being deliberately run down to encourage people to leave. The regeneration process is one of depopulation, demolition, and redevelopment. In fact, to use the word regeneration is an abuse of the English language. Communities have been deliberately run down, and people are leaving. Homeowners are being bought out for as little as €30,000 and placed into rented accommodation. This is the Irish government's policy. Its agencies they've set up are little more than quangles. The Ombudsman can't even query their actions and behaviour. I'd urge you to visit our website, www.limbicregeneration.org, to learn more. And I have a handout that I've provided. And if you read anything in the handout, I'd urge you to read the letter from a woman at South Hill, which explains a situation that a lot of people are in. It's in the back here. So they wrecked our home and left us with nothing. Like I said already, coming here today has had a very positive effect. On the screen you'll see the devastation of the areas. This is Ballinagher West and across from me. This was a beautiful area only 4 years ago. Indeed, some of these images have occurred since the committee has visited the area. And it's an ongoing, deliberate deterioration, where elderly people are being forced to move out and being bought over. This is left, this is still there illegally, even though we have the health inspector. The health inspector told me he's like banging his head off the wall. He's constantly doing the reports and visiting the area, but nothing is being done. So I can only say it's a deliberate degeneration process. In my Ross, we have perfectly good houses boarded up. And this is in a city where we have a housing list of over 2,000 people waiting for homes. And these are very well built homes. We were promised a dedicated Garda service in the Fitzgerald report, which was issued in 2007. A dedicated Garda service for our areas. This never materialised. We were given extra Gardaí for the city division, but they didn't come to the areas. We were supposed to have a superintendent appointed to oversee these guards, whose sole function would be the policing of these areas. Just to give a point of, make a point on how people are living in fear. In South Hill, there's a boarded up house. And people in the area thought it had been vacated by the owner. Until recently, as last week, they discovered that the elderly gentleman was still living there. He boarded up the house himself and was living in darkness. And he was only venture out when it was quiet to go to the shops and when no one would see him. That's the state of fear people are living in these areas. The South Hill Women's Group that addressed the committee, that I would like to address the committee when you came, there's only 2 of their members now left living in South Hill, and they told me they're leaving, they're getting out. They're afraid to be named. The one that left was actually written by one of their members. So, as I've said already, our coming here today has had a positive effect. And I believe that if you sent a delegation to Limerick to further investigate the troubles, that it would help improve matters greatly. It would also send a message to ordinary Irish citizens that Europe matters, and more importantly, that Europe cares. Thank you very much.
Dziękuję bardzo. Ja chciałem powiedzieć, że myśmy przecież tam byli i już wtedy byliśmy pod wrażeniem tego bardzo złego stanu, zarówno jak chodzi o opinię mieszkańców, o bezpieczeństwie, jak i o to, cośmy tam widzieli. Te zdjęcia robią oczywiście ogromne wrażenie. I